let's look at a couple of other API functionalities and provided by IP Info, and they pretty much work extremely similar fashion, except that the URLs for each of those services changes depending on the function, and so do the parameters that need to be passed to that call in that call change. But the basic setup of having the authorization with the token continues to remain the same, and the information gets returned based on the particular call that's getting made. So in this video, we will look at the ASN API. Like I earlier mentioned, ASN, you can look it up on the Wikipedia or other sources of the internet. It provides a lot of, it's an autonomous system number, and it provides a lot of information related to the ISP provider. This API is accessible only on the standard or pro plan and on the enterprise plan, and it provides information related to any particular ASN provider. Like and let's get into a little more detail around this. Like I'd mentioned earlier, a call to IP info with the full response returns information on the ASN. And the ASN in my particular case is related to DigitalOcean, and the ASN number is 14061. And on issuing the next call for the ASN API, which is available only on the Pro plan, but I'll show you the output. The ASN information that gets returned as part of that call, which is accessed via the simple URL shown here, and the only parameter that needs to change is the ASN number. The ASN number will change for every provider, and on issuing this request, you will get a very rich data related to the provider, including the assigned prefixes, the related domains, and a lot more. The sample on the website is pretty basic and preliminary. Let's look at a much more detailed output. So for example, DigitalOcean, it has close to about 2.1 million IPs registered with it. It has a various set of prefixes. It just goes on and on. So let me just try to minimize this. And you've got more prefixes, which also I can minimize. And you have a lot of peer related data, and upstream data and downstream data. A total of 5,000 rows related to this particular ASN provider, and that's extremely rich and very useful for various purposes, that a few of the samples which we'll look at later.